What is up, guys? Welcome back to Coltown. Today we are showing my replays from pushing to, I think I was 34th when I stopped yesterday. Now I'm 47th. You know, you drop a little bit of time. But yeah, so yeah, about a day ago I pushed up, and yeah, so we're going to show some of these replays and talk about it, and hopefully I can help you guys improve with this deck. We'll just do these three that I have here. We'll start off with Giant. This is an easy matchup. You just have to make sure you never let them get your guards out of cycle. Always save guards for Prince. And then if you do get guards out of cycle, you kind of have to rely on your E-Wiz and like a Mega. But yeah, you just need to make sure you don't get those out of cycle. So I didn't want to RG opposite lane here. I mean, it's kind of an even trade. I mean, like I'm not ahead anyway because I had put down a Furnace, and you don't want to RG opposite lane because you know he's going to defend with Prince, and then I didn't have guards in cycle, so that would have been a really bad idea. So instead, I'm just going to play defense. I'm trying to space out my troops here. I'm going to guards on the Giant to help DPS him down, but also to distract the Prince, and I think I got a little bit of a Mega Minion distracted as well. So that all kind of like accumulated in my defense being good enough that I took no damage whatsoever. The guards distracting the Mega Minion for a little bit were really good too, because then my Mega Minion got extra swings off. So yeah, that was just kind of like a pretty good defense. And as you can see, it's a good defense in that I am a little bit behind the Elixir, but my Fire Spirits were chipping the other tower the entire time. So sometimes your defense is also offense because you have Furnace up, especially if you're not going into the push. That's why, so like right here, I thought he may Giant, and also I just didn't want the E-Wiz to be able to hit the Furnace. But yeah, so I'm not worried about having my Furnace go into the left lane there. He decides to spell it out, but that's going to give me a small Elixir lead. This is a little bit of an awkward hand. You don't really want to Giant in the RG in the back versus Giant, because like Golem, Giant, and Lava, you don't want to really RG in the back because they're just going to push same lane as you, and their tank is a lot beefier than yours. So you don't want to do that. It is good in other matchups, but just not that one. Those three, rather. And then here, I decided to tank that Miner, and then I had a Baby Dragon counter pushing, so I do decide to go RG here. It's not, like, immensely successful, but it's not really bad either. I think I can go for a Barbaro here. Do I? I could have. So I think what I'm going to decide to do instead is set up a Furnace. Okay, I was waiting for him. Yeah, okay, so I went with that instead. And then I decided to have the Fire Spirits go to that side. That's fine. Okay, and then here we're going to try to stop a little bit of damage. He's trying to not play his Giant and just Miner chip us out, so we need to start defending those Miners. And then here, if we can get up like a good setup. Oh yeah, so I still have my Mega Minion alive. He decides to cycle his Prince, so I instantly punish the other side. This is a pretty good punish. And then I'm going to continue spamming. No, I decided to go. Okay, I think I could have gotten away with guards. Like, no, I think that was fine. It was fine. But maybe I'm thinking of the end of this game. But no, that was good. That was good. My decision making there was solid. Kept the Furnace alive, so it's still like pulling the Giant. I think that was good. But that RG was nice. I wasn't intending on doing that, but since his Prince is out of cycle, that's the time to RG for sure. And then here, I'm just using Lightning on the E-Wiz. It's a decent trade, and I don't need much more damage. He decides to Prince here. I don't know if he thought I was going to RG, but it gets out of cycle, so that's really nice for me. Spacing out my troops here. I'm going to use this. So his Miner is locked onto my E-Wiz. What I'm going to do is I'm going to Bar Barrel it, and then the E-Wiz will reset the Miner onto it. So now if he wants that E-Wiz to die, he's going to have to Fireball it. And if he does that, it's an overcommit, and I would just go in instantly. That's still alive. He's going to Fireball it, but now I think I start spamming. Yes. Yeah. And then because I'm going to get the RG hits. He doesn't have that much Elixir. And I'm able to Lightning in the game. So that's a really good matchup for me. But I played that decent, I think. I could have defended Miners a little bit harder when he got the chip from those. This guy, I really don't want to show this Mortar game because this guy didn't play the game. He didn't play it correctly. Mortar, Prince, and Rascals actually both have matchup versus RG. But, like, the way you play it as the Mortar player is really defensive Mortars and like Rascals or Dart Gobs if you have that and Prince, and then they just go for Miner chip with their small troops, and then like they use spells when they get value. But that guy was like mortaring at the bridge, and I was getting RGs off of it. So those are just friendly battles with Yugi, who's at the same level as me in ladder. But We played the same matchup against in an actual ladder, so we'll show that one. So I'll show this MK Ram Rider. I think this matchup's fairly decent for me as well. I'll scroll down maybe and see if I can find one like harder matchup that I won. These are just kind of even or slightly in my favor. The RG or the Giant slightly in my favor. Maybe this one's a little bit more difficult, but still I think pretty winnable. Or very winnable. The MKs honestly are kind of annoying to defend. Here I go for the guards, and then the E-Wiz. Oh yeah, I forgot he misplayed. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered in terms of like that defense. The snowball didn't make much of a difference. In terms of like later, of course, activating the King Tower is really bad for him. But he was trying to go for a snowball that knocked the like E-Wiz forward, which I don't know why he went for. That poison was good. It'll deny the entire furnace. I think I decided, yeah, so I decided to RG in the back here because his Mega Knight was out of cycle, and it's like his best pressure card, I guess. I don't know if I entirely realized what his deck was at this point, but E-Wiz is pretty good at defending Ram Rider, so like that was a really good defense by me. Of course, the second I knew I played that E-Wiz, I wasn't going to be able to kill his Inferno Dragon. I probably, against like bridge spam type decks like this, you don't really want to play your RG in the back either. That's the other deck I actually forgot. That versus those kind of beatdown decks, and then versus bridge spam, which I guess is like P.E.K.K.A as well. You don't want to RG in the back. So it is. So there's some matchups where it's good, like against Mortar, against Hog. A couple other ones I can't think of. It's good to play it in the back. Here I think it's another time that it's okay to play your. And so right here I'm gonna try to get away without playing my my E-Wiz. Or no, that's smart. Yeah. I played my, that was, wow, I surprised myself. That was good because I want that E-Wiz going to the right side. So that was actually good. So you can RG in the back. I would say more so this deck, this Ram Rider deck, than the one that's like more bridge spammy. The RG in the back there was good. It's been a day, so I forgot how I played this. That was actually really good though because I was able to E-Wiz to stop the Ram Rider, but then have it push into the right lane where the Inferno Dragon was. So. I predicted kind of that he was gonna go MK there. He was waiting, so I knew he wasn't gonna go Inferno Drag. So what I did was I played guards, and there's no way that they have range, so they were able to not get splashed there, and I'm able to keep up a lot of pressure. And the Fire Spirits actually helped a ton with killing those guards, and then I'm able to just overwhelm him here. So that was pretty good by me. I played that game really well. I did not remember how I played that. That was pretty well played. A good matchup for me, but I had some good stuff there. I mean, I could show. I feel like this is a good matchup for me. I mean, a lot of these were pretty nice. I have a bunch of mirror matches with just the same version. I'll do those. This when they have, I played this matchup dumb, but when they have Tombstone, maybe it's a little bit harder. Not which is hard too though. Against Golem, the main thing is just trying to, at some point, finding an opportunity to, like, when they Golem in the back, you rush the other side. Something like that. And then usually a good rush is like RG, Mega Minion, Bar Barrel, and then set up a Furnace and then defend. That's like that's how you should play that. I can show this lava game. And then we'll show the mirror match, and I think that'll be good. Surprise there, he went for the miner on the other side. A pretty good zap too, because now his tower is gonna beat the guards. So that was a good starting play by him. I end up just cycling an Electro Wizard. I think I'm gonna cycle. Yeah, I didn't want to give damage there, I guess. But this is lava. I don't know if I realized if it was lava either. I set up Furnace that way because I wanted to kill the Tombstone from the other side, and then he went for a lava to protect the Tombstone. I don't really know if that was worth it. I don't agree with his decision there. And then I played guards first, and the reason I played guards is because he has no. So the reason I was playing guards is because I wanted to get them to where it blocked for the RG. He did zap Bar Barrel though, so they're obviously dead. And then I also knew that he had no more ground units in hand. So I tried to get away with that push. I don't think it was terrible. It wasn't bad. When I was playing live, I was like, oh, that was bad, but it was even, and I got damaged, so I mean, that was fine. And then right here, I think I'm considering, so I want the furnace to go there because I think that it's able to kill it. And what this does is it either kills the furnace or it makes him not play as lava. So he decides to basically let kill Tombstone, rather, I mean. And I think I'm actually gonna go for an RG here because he has no Tombstone in hand. Do I? This is sad, I don't remember. Okay, I'm able to defend using here. He takes that fireball. Oh, this is what I did, yeah. So I gave him a fireball, and then I made it to where he couldn't, I don't know if he can get his Inferno Drag placement there better or not. But I took the fireball, and then I knew that he wouldn't be able to fireball away the E-Wiz, so I went for the RG instantly there, and then obviously followed it up with an Electro Wizard on the Inferno Drag. I don't know if he can play that a little bit better, like if you can Barb Barrel to where you're not allowed to like that E-Wiz lock on. And then right here, once again, I think I'll go for the E-Wiz. I could have, yeah, and then I just had to make sure I had guards because I didn't want him to take it. And then that was pretty good by me. I knew he was gonna, the Fire Spirits plus the Barb Barrel to take out the Tombstone pretty well. Yeah, I don't know if that one RG where he ended up killing it with the guards was good or not. It probably kind of was bad because he ended up being able to, that last RG was good, but the RG before that wasn't necessarily bad. It was just that I didn't have it in cycle when I wanted it. I'm not going to show this Hog matchup. This matchup is really bad. They can just rocket cycle you because you can't really get through because Lightning doesn't kill Executioner, unfortunately, unless they misplay. We'll show this mirror match and then we'll end on this one. I won 2 mirror matches in a row. I'm getting better at the mirror match. This one was maybe not perfect, but it was funny because I win with 1 second left. This would have been a really fun one to have if I had been playing like on recording live, but unfortunately I was not. You can do the thing where if you play your furnace slightly after their Fire Spirits smack your tower, you can actually hit their furnace and kill their Fire Spirits, but it's not worth doing that, or trying to do that because you leak a lot of elixir if you're going to start the game that way. So I just killed the baby drag there. When you have a furnace up, you can start your RG in the back in the mirror match. This is a matchup where you can play it in the back. Yeah. So that Barb Barrel was a little bit late. I wanted to hit his Fire Spirits. That push I think would have been successful if I would have gotten 2 hits maybe if I had killed the Fire Spirits. Actually, that's funny to think about. But yeah, so I'm just gonna wait until I'm at 10 here, and then I'm gonna play my my furnace. So I play it, and then he's gonna have to block this, or it's gonna hit his furnace. So that's good for me. Yeah. So he ends up having a baby dragon in front. It's pretty nice for me. It would be. I feel like it would be kind of awkward for me to play an RG here. So what I'm gonna do is first is just defend. Good placement by him. I placed my Mega Minion to kill his. Good E-Wiz though. I don't know. I think I could have done a better Mega Minion there. Maybe just play the Mega Minion on the RG like in the bottom left because he ends up E-Wizzing and my Mega was not good. So that's just all those little like micro. This Barb Barrel. I meant to have it just one more tile to the ride and it would have been good. Because you do want to protect your furnaces. So that was a misplay with me. I could have positioned those little micro transactions in mirror matches are really important. So you just kind of have to learn what placements are best and stuff like that. So you get better with that with experience. So I decided to go with an RG in the back here. It was a little bit better time for it. I can take this lightning, or I can take the lightning when he plays either his Mega or his Electro Wiz. So. On second thought, I think so. Here he takes the lightning on the one I didn't take basically, which is okay actually because now I can kind of spam units. I don't think that was a bad lightning for me to not take. You don't really want to have to lightning baby dragon unless it's a ton of value. Here his he goes. I get a couple shots and then he gets his RG down. And I think I go for the Barb. Maybe should have gone for the Barb Barrel a little bit earlier. That was okay. This is kind of a rough situation, honestly. I'm going to barely survive it. That E-Wiz was kind of an overcommitment by him. Maybe not, I don't know. I do have to, I mean, it wasn't that bad, honestly. I ended up having to baby drag. That RG, though, was an overcommitment. I don't know why he went for that RG. Up until that point, like, he actually got back ahead in the lead. And then here his bar barrel's out of cycle, so I just go guards, and it's going to take care of that. So, yeah, I don't like that RG from him. Other than that, I think it was a pretty good series for him. I'm going to go with my bar barrel. Go with Mega Minion in the back. Then I think I'm going to go baby drag. I thought he might lightning this. Let's see if he does. Yes, so I immediately get ready to furnace E-Wiz. So I think like paying attention, like being careful with lightning is pretty important in this matchup because, and of course when he's lightning so far, he's got pretty decent value. Ooh, so I guards, but then I keep them alive. His barbell's out of cycle, so it's really, they're gonna do a lot of damage. So this is like the MVP play for me, like not letting those fire spirits. Cause look, it's almost already dead when it gets to the bridge. That was what gets me the win basically. I think right there is doing that. That lightning was pretty value. I could have also maybe gone for another RG and stack more troops, but it wasn't bad. So yeah, just make sure that in this matchup you're always getting like all the lightnings that we've taken. Of course, it's 2 pro players playing right now, so it's like all the lightnings that we have taken are very value. Like you're gonna want like a furnace and an E-Wiz, a Mega Minion and an E-Wiz and the RG, like any of those. Anytime you're hitting 2 of those like mid-cost troops that aren't guards, you're in a pretty good shape, I think. That was a good lightning, defensive lightning by him. It made my bar barrel kind of bad because before that I was thinking he was gonna defend the troops. So. Pretty good lightnings by him. I mean, even though I eventually win, like you can see the tendencies that like you need to have on both sides because he's playing it pretty well, honestly. Not that bad. Right here, I'm protecting the furnace. I know his lightning's out of hand, so I'm not worried about this being like a super value lightning. He gets back to it. He does decide to go for it, but Baby Dragon's pretty healthy. Then he kind of panic furnaces, and then I'm able to get some fire spirit value there. The guards are maybe an overcommit on defense as well. So what I'm going to try to do here is I'm trying to cycle back to an RG. And then I'm also going to stack units because I know that he doesn't have his lightning in hand just yet. And if he does get back to it, I don't think it's that big of a problem. That was a kind of a greedy RG by him. I think he could have gotten much closer to drawing it if he would have just straight up defended. Because I mean, it was pretty even. And then I think that RG was another. I think he had 2 overcommitment RG. Just be careful. You want to have like support troops. And I'm able to barely take them. I think that was pretty well played. Besides the end by both players. So that's the thing. It's just like take value lightnings. I didn't lightning as much as him. There's a couple times that I didn't that I could have. That's pretty big. And then. Yeah, in the mirror match, the main thing is like placing troops well, making sure your troops are winning the battles at the bridge by placing them correctly. Bar barrels to get rid of like guards and fire spirits always. Protect your furnaces and RGs in the back when you have a furnace set up are the main ways to win that, I feel. Alright, I think I'm just gonna end on that one. I don't want to play, I haven't warmed up recently, so I don't want to lose yet. I'll lose plenty in a bit, but thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Peace.